Hello, everybody. This is Adrian. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's time for some Europa Universalis IV. So, Paradox Interactive was very kind and generous to give me a review copy of the new Rights of Man expansion. So that means, and you know what that means, we have a new campaign. Let's go ahead and go into single player here. So I'm not gonna lie, I've thought long and hard about what country to play as for this initial campaign for the Rights of Man expansion, and I've decided that we're going to pick Muscovy. So Muscovy is in the east. Obviously, they form Russia usually, and they're large, but they have room for expansion. They have room for stuff to do. They have some vassals. Obviously, there's a lot that goes on here. They border the hordes and such. So we'll be crusading, we'll be killing and building a Russian empire. I picked Muscovy primarily because they are in the Eastern Tech Group, but they are large. They have a lot of development. They have a lot of an army, and we could become a great power, experiment with some of the great power mechanics. I might consider another country for the future. But for now, let's go ahead and pick Muscovy. Let's go to the options. We're going to play on normal difficulty. Let's see here. Lucky Nations Historical. There's only, I believe, 8 Lucky Nations in the world now. There used to be, I believe, 12. So there's only 8 now. Allow players to hot join. No. Turn incognita and lobby. Yes. Dynamic province names. Monthly tax income. Wastelands. Exclaves. No. Random new world. Nothing of that sort. Let's go ahead and click on Muscovy. Let's go here. And as always, we do play in Iron Man mode. Let's go ahead and do it. And Russia. That will be our Iron Man save name. Let's go ahead and play. So I've only had a couple hours to check out the new Rights of Man expansion. From what I can see, everything is awesome. I love some of the new mechanics. Some things are pretty interesting. There's a lot of quality of life improvements that are kind of on the back burner. You won't really notice them until you notice them. Overall, though, I would have to say that this expansion is one of the best, probably one of the most necessary ever. I will tell you, the institutions map mode, the way that technology works now, as far as institutions, is incredibly interesting, incredibly fascinating, and what's actually funny is it almost seems kind of realistic. I don't know. It's really kind of hard to put it. I will try my best to take this campaign kind of slow and explain things, explain what's new. But anywho, for now, let's get right into the business of it. We are rivaled with Lithuania, the Golden Horde, and Novgorod. Let's go ahead and rival back Novgorod. How about the Golden Horde? I prefer Kazan. Lithuania usually gets puppeted or personal unioned by Poland. So let's go ahead and focus more on the hordes here in the southeast. We do have Perm, Tiver, and Yaroslav as our vassals. Obviously, we can't annex them for a little while. We'll have to be patient. Let's go ahead and take the mission to conquer Novgorod. Let's go ahead and see if we have any generals. We have a 342, Dmitry Shemyak. Okay, we make, let's see, how is our income actually? We make about 3 ducats a month. Not bad, not bad. We have some forcemen available. So the first thing you want to know is, are we a great power? And at the start of the game, we are not. We must beat Castile. Castile is number 8 in the great power ranking. You click this little button here, the little flag, and it'll show you who are the great powers of the world. Ming, France, the Ottoman Empire, the Timurids, the Mamluks, England, Lithuania, and then Castile. Castile is number 8. There can only be 8 great powers at any one time. We are Muscovy. We are a minor power, at least that's what they claim us to be. We have a 217 score. So this is your development divided by your current technology cost. So if the farther behind in technology you are, the worse you're going to be in this ranking. Obviously, Ming, the Timurids, even the Mamluks, they might fall behind. Whereas us as Muscovy, if we're able to, stay up to date with technology, we will rise in the ranks. So we have 217 development, 187 of our own development, and then we have half of our subjects development. So Perm, Yaroslav, and Tiver have 60 development. We only, it's only counting 30 towards our development. So let's go ahead and check out our forcemen for now. We have, holy Jesus, we have 7 forcemen available. We have Bardiche infantry and Druzina cavalry. Let's check out here. Do I prefer Eastern medieval infantry? I think I do. The Druzina cavalry. I actually kind of prefer Eastern knights as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. Let's go ahead and get 2 more units of cavalry. Let's go get the rest as infantry. And let us prepare for an invasion of Novgorod. I'm going to take set up a position here in Rzhev, and how about in Bitsek? Bitsekst? I don't know how to pronounce that. We have 3 diplomats available. Let's go ahead and start improving relations with preferably Tiver and Yaroslav. We will annex Perm probably last. They should have a core still on a province here in Kazan, so we'll hopefully be getting that back for them soon enough. Let's check it out here. Is Novgorod allied with anybody? Not right now. So the first thing you might notice is that performance, to my knowledge anyway, this is the way that I understand. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. We're not. Tiver's not our vassal, are they? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and, yeah, it's supposed to be somebody else. Where is it? Polotsk. Or Pskov. That's what it is. Yes. Pskov is our vassal. That's right. Let's take a look at the diplomatic map mode. We have claims all there. Perm, Yaroslav, and Pskov are our vassals. We'll have to definitely annex that guy probably first because he's far away. The first thing you'll notice, at least, like I said, this is what I understand to be true, is that performance is better in this patch. The game runs more quickly, so turns and days go by faster. And to my knowledge, it just seems smoother. It seems cleaner to me. There's no real degradation of visual quality by what I can see. There's no degradation of visual, you know, like the sprites and the provinces, the province borders. Everything looks beautiful. I don't think there's anything that's necessarily different. I think it's just the game does run better. So that might be something that you notice. What in the hell, my grand Niaz? We have formed a personal union with Ryazan. They have sworn their complete allegiance to us, allowing us to rule our nations as one. Only good can come of this. Oh, wow. Wow, we just got a surprise PU over Ryazan. I'll take it. I will take it. We're off to a good start, guys. Let's see. Do we have any money for advisors? Not at the current moment. After we attack Novgorod, most likely we will. So what do we want to focus on? Right now, we're focused on admin. We get 8 admin per month. We have a 3 diplo and then 4 military. I think I'm going to keep this because we're going to be annexing a lot of territory for now. So let's bring up the court map mode, or the court tab. So if you bring this up here, you click on your country view. You have 2 new tabs, really. It's called your court, then you have your government. They used to be the same, now they're different. Here in the court, we have all of our characters. This here is our current king, or I guess our Grand Duke, right? This is the Grand Duchy of Muscovy, or the Muscovite Tsardom, as they call it. So this is Grand Niaz Vasily II Temny Rurikovich. I hope I pronounced that correctly in Russian, because I don't speak Russian. He's a 312. He's 30 years old, and he's got some traits. So he's careful. He's a careful ruler, and we actually get aggressive expansion impact minus 10%. That's pretty good. As far as an intricate web weaver, he is an intricate web weaver, I guess I would say that. I think that's taken straight out of Crusader Kings 2, to be honest. And we get spy network construction plus 30%. That's pretty kick-ass. What's interesting here is if you go down to the tooltip, an AI ruler with the intricate web weaver trait would prefer to use condottieri in wars. So that is pretty interesting. I'm glad that they actually added some AI mechanics to the traits to kind of vary it up depending on the ruler's identity, the ruler's personality. It's pretty cool. So let's check out here. Do we have an heir? We do. We have Ivan Veliki Rurikovich, and he is a 345. That's a pretty good heir if you're asking me. He gains a personality trait in 10 years. So far, he doesn't have one because he's only 5 years old. And he's got a strong claim, so I don't feel like we should disinherit him at any time in the near future. And let's check out, do we have a queen? Yes, my Grand Duke is married to a queen. Her name is Maria Rurikovich, and the country of origin is Yaroslav. I wonder, do we get a bonus for doing that? Same dynasty, same religion, royal marriage, vassal, consort, marriage ties. You do. You actually get a +5 relationship bonus for having a queen consort. That's pretty kick-ass. I did not even know that. I actually just discovered that right now. Let's see. She's 27 years old, so she's a little younger than us, so that's cool. She's a 331, so if my king was to die, we will have a regent, who's my wife, Maria Rurikovich, and she's a 331, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. She is benevolent. So if Maria becomes ruler, we will have liberty, desire, and subjects -5. That's not bad. 5% is not bad at all. I think I would prefer maybe for it to be a little higher, but okay, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. And an AI ruler with benevolent would send gifts more often. That's also pretty cool. Okay, so force limit is good. We don't have any ports to build ships with. So far, most of my subjects seem to be loyal, so I don't think we're going to have a problem with anything there. We have some estates, obviously, the boyars, the burghers, the clergy, and the Cossacks. Everybody seems happy so far, so let's let the game roll for a little while. It's 1445. I think about 8 months have passed already. And are we ready for a war with Novgorod? I think we are. Yaroslav, I don't think I need to improve relations with you right at this very moment. Ryazan is also secure. Pskov seems just fine. They're a republic. Tiver, are you of the Rurikovich dynasty? You are. So there's a possibility that this guy might die and we could possibly claim their throne. So we'll see about that. Would be kind of cool. Okay, so let's take a look here. What am I looking for? Well, first we're ready to declare war. Is there any reason why I shouldn't do that right now? Make sure we have our message settings okay. Yeah, I think we can just go, well, I'm going to bring over this 10 stack. We'll have 20,000 here in Rzhev, and we'll go ahead and smash the Novgorodian army. Let's check out here. Anything else that's really important at the moment? Sweden is quite big. I was considering actually playing some other country. First, I was considering the Teutonic Order for the new Prussia mechanics, but we actually just played a Teutonic Order or a Brandenburg game, right? We had the Brandenburg early Reich campaign not too long ago, so I decided against it. And then the Ottomans, we just did the Sultan of Rome. We'll come back to the Ottomans though at some point. We might do a stream with the Ottomans at some point in the near future. You should be seeing this after the embargo has lifted. So just let me know if you have any ideas for countries that you want to see. I think the Ottomans would be pretty interesting with the new Ottoman government form. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and declare war on Novgorod. Theodoro and Odiev will support them. First, let's tell my subjects. What do I want you guys to do? Let's set focus, the military focus for all of our subjects. So as you can see, there are new subject interactions. I can change how I want my subjects to support me in combat. They can be supportive, aggressive, passive, defensive, or siege. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and tell my subjects to siege on their own. Let's see. I have 8. What is that? 14, 15, 16, 17 regiments actually from all of my subjects. That's pretty impressive. So I think we're going to be just fine for this war. I would love to take Odiev. That would be kick-ass. Let's go ahead and claim that. And then Theodoro, who is way down there, is not going to be much of a bother. The Golden Horde most likely will not let me through under any circumstances. Probably won't even let Theodoro through under any circumstances. Let's go ahead and make the war goal for possibly Novgorod. That's possible. What about... Obviously, the humiliate rival Cassis believes at the bottom now. They changed that because I guess so many people had that problem. I'm literate, so I don't have that problem, but I guess other people have been declaring crazy humiliate rival wars. Let's go ahead and declare a Torzak. Let's go ahead and invade here, and... Oh, wow, looks like they're actually going to escape here, will they? Woods, bad defensive terrain, 4 to the enemy, plus we get a river crossing. I believe we've got 3 maneuver, he's got 0, actually, so if we engage in this province, we will be just fine. Oh, that was a stack wipe already. That's good for me. Let's see, what forts? Wow, look at that. That is kick-ass. Holy shit, if you go to the fort level map mode, it'll actually show you zones of control for forts. That is amazing. Oh my god, Paradox, I love you. I didn't even know that was like that. That's something I just discovered right now, too. Oh, wow, look at that. So, to my knowledge, let's see, did they get the personal union? Yes, they did. So, Lithuania and Poland are now under one union, and I believe that makes Poland... Does that make Poland a great power? Let's check it. It is. Okay, so Lithuania is no longer considered a great power. The world has decided not to entertain Lithuania's claim for greatness. I believe it is Poland now. Poland is the great power. They're now 3rd. So, yeah, I believe the great power mechanic updates monthly. So, yeah, that might be important later on. Who knows? Military access from Denmark. No. You don't get any access. You're not allowed. Can we go for Neva? We could. Any other forts? There are no other forts in this area, so let's go ahead and siege down Neva. I guess I'll leave 10,000 in Novgorod. Oh, Sweden's already there. Oh well. Let's go ahead and go for Lataga. I think our troops, or our vassal buddies, will help us out here. Let's go ahead and siege down. Can we siege down Olonets? We can. There is no fort blocking our progress into that province. The Swedes will probably take over Neva, most likely. Looks like the Norwegians are here. Karelia, Kem, Kola. Golden Horde declared war on Crimea. There's some new interesting mechanics with Crimea as well. I'll try to explain that at some point in the near future if I'm able. The Novgorodians, they've built up 7,000 right there. We should be watching that if we can. Let's go ahead and actually send this military force. Let's go to Beluzuru. Beluzuru. See if we can watch out for that 8 stack. Looks like a 9 stack now. Let's go ahead and can we possibly support my little vassal buddy here? Let's go ahead and send some reinforcements that way. Looks like actually looks like the Novgorodians called off the attack. Let's lose 1 mercantilism. That would be fine. We're making a little bit of money, not too much, just a little bit. Let's see if we can attach maybe to one of my vassals. Looks like he's going to engage here in Kolmogorye. Looks like about 12,000 Novgorodians up there, so that looks like a fine engagement if you're asking me. Probably should fabricate on Tiver. We should take that over. 16 development, that is quite a bit. I will want that. I will want that. Let's see, Yaroslav. Let's go ahead and improve until we're ready to make peace. Let's go ahead and merge up here. I probably should have had... Is this a siege leader? Oh, he doesn't have a siege value anyway, so it's fine that we don't have our siege... Or that our leader is in that siege right there in Novgorod. 13,000. Whoopsie, sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to open up the console. Let's go ahead and actually go to Kargopol. Let's go and engage there. We should have about... yeah, about 12,000 men or so. Let's see. Where are the Novgorodians going? I'm not sure. Is that new? Is that a new unit model? I don't think it is, no. I think that Novgorod has had that unit model before. Oh, damn, we're about to be engaged here. We're a little far away to be able to support that attack. We might lose this siege here. Son of a bitch. Can we get there on time? Probably not. Let's go ahead and withdraw to Muscovy. That's a shame. That's a damn shame. We're going to go ahead and reduce the independence of the church. That's right. So they changed patriarchal authority. Patriarchal authority no longer costs taxes. So you don't pay taxes to the patriarch anymore. Let's see here. If you have 100% patriarch authority, you get missionary strength, local unrest, and local manpower modifier. But I know that to lose manpower or to lose patriarchal authority, you actually get usually positive bonuses. I'm going to go ahead and take the money actually since we're already at 0. I don't think increasing it's going to change much about the game. So let's go ahead and re-siege down Novgorod. That is a shame that we lost that siege. But that's okay. We'll bounce back. Let's see. We already have some forcemen available actually. That's good stuff. Yaroslav loves us. And Ryazan. Okay, we will want to annex Perm and Ryazan. Actually, I might do Yaroslav and Perm first. I might do Pskov and Ryazan a little later. Let's see. Do I want the clergy of the boyars to be happy? Honestly, I wouldn't mind the taxes. Let's go ahead and call a diet for the boyars. Make sure they're at least nice and sort of happy. Odiev is sieged down by Muscovy. Should I give this to Ryazan? I think I will. No claims on it, but I'll give it to him anyway. Let's go ahead and come back from... Can I transfer this occupation? I cannot because Theodora is there currently. Is defensive terrain... I think we would get a crossing penalty. So, oh, there we go. Okay, let's see here. So let's give this to Ryazan. Ryazan will be a little buffer down here. Let's go ahead and... I want that. How much aggressive expansion? Between 1 and 18. No worries for me. Ryazan's gonna take that. Oh damn! I shouldn't have closed that screen. I'll show you guys once we end this Novgorodian war. I'll show you guys that end screen that shows casualties and attrition and stuff like that. It's a really fantastic screen. It's really interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's go ahead and pull back from that siege then. If my vassals are gonna do it themselves, I'd rather not burn through my manpower. It looks like I already have, so that's a shame. We had 14,000 like 3 months ago. Alrighty, damn, so we completely occupy these guys, huh? It looks like the Norwegians have not taken Neva yet. They're actually still trying to take that. There we go. So Theodoro, I'm not going to worry about them. What's the suggested peace deal? Well, let's check out the development here. I think I do want some of this. And I think we also will take this here in Archangelisk. Why not? Why don't we do all the cheap provinces first? Ooh, it's a lot of aggressive expansion right there, huh? Why don't we do something like this? We'll take Archangelisk first, and we'll do some of these interior provinces. There's still kind of a lot of aggressive expansion right here, but this is doable. Between 1 and 58, so Novgorod will form a coalition. That's about it, though. 45 aggressive expansion. We need 380 points to do all this. We only have 376. So that seems as perfect as I'm going to get. So this screen here, this is a decisive victory. This will show you the aftermath of a war. So if you've had a long war, you can actually check out your casualties here to show you how many men you've lost. So for here, it shows me all of the attacker casualties. We lost 11,000 infantry, or 11,800 infantry to combat and 10,000 to attrition. So this will tell you, hey, maybe you should not take so much attrition. Now here, this is just terrible. This is just me being lazy. Here, we lost 2,300 cavalry to combat. We lost 3,000 cavalry to attrition. Preferably, this number should be 0. You don't ever want to take attrition for cavalry because they're expensive to reinforce. We didn't lose any ships because there was no naval combat. So overall, we lost 14 um, 14,000 troops to combat. We lost 13,000 to attrition. That is incredible numbers. Incredible. You'd be very probably hard pressed to, well, no, it actually does happen. Usually you'll actually take more casualties from attrition than you would combat. That's just kind of a trend throughout human history for warfare. Disease and attrition is usually worse than combat itself. But let's take a look here at the Novgorodians. So they suffered 35,000 from combat, 160 to attrition. So that means that they never got into our interior ever. And the 35,000 dead in combat, that means that we were able to stack wipe. We had morale advantages usually. We had leader advantages. So that's good. So we lost 27,000 to 35,000. They lost, what is that, 8,000 more than we did? Sounds like a pretty good decisive victory if you ask me. It'll also show you who is the defenders, who are the attackers here. So this is all my alliance. This is their alliance. Pretty cool stuff. And this is the peace deal. I'm not sure if they changed anything about the peace deal itself. It looks a little clearer to me. It looks clearer to like understand. I don't know. It might just be me. Anywho, all right, guys, we have expanded. We are Muscovy. Let's go ahead and just keep it's 1447 right now. We should definitely improve relations with some of our vassals. Let's go ahead and core all of this territory here. Should I change anything? Is it worth raising the autonomy? Honestly, these are all, I mean, these are kind of high development provinces. Excuse me. We do have 2.33 war exhaustion, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and raise the autonomy here. We should get rid of this unrest, and we shouldn't have any problems. I think that'll be just fine. At least we don't have to deal with much unrest when we go to war. Probably against the hordes pretty soon. Let's go ahead and just let a little bit of time pass. Let's go ahead and root out some corruption here. Let's go ahead and bring down the army maintenance. I don't think we're going to go to war for just a minute. No, Theodore, you don't get any military access. And let's make sure we can core Torzok, which is 13 development, Novgorodian culture. Let's see here. The rest of the world shall tremble at the sound of our might, and the glory of Muscovy shall soar above the horizons far and wide. New diplomatic actions are available. Ooh, so this is pretty important, guys. So we just became a great power. Novgorod's no longer a valid rival, nor is Kazan. Cool. Let's go ahead and core Torzok. So now we are a great power. Our little symbol will light up in orange here, and I can actually come over here and switch to the, well, I'll just show you guys here in the tree. I believe it's right here. Yeah, in the diplomatic map modes, great powers. And you can see all of the great powers. What's also nice is it'll actually show you subjects. So when you have people inside your sphere, I believe if they're either guaranteed or they're a vassal, a march, a protectorate, it will just show them as belonging to you. That is pretty cool. It's kind of reminiscent of like Victoria 2, in my opinion. So we have like Poland, France, England, Castile, because you see the bars here, the checkers. It's because Castile is losing their great power status. They will lose it in 1452. Pretty cool. The Ottomans here are great power. The Mamluks are great power. So we'll talk way more about all those functions in the next episode, most likely. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. And thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. This is Europa Universalis IV, Rights of Man. I hope to have a really good campaign, and I'm really glad you guys are watching. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next episode.